Hello, it's Greg Harrelson here with Century 21, the Harrelson Group, and I just wanted to give you another update on what's going on in the local real estate market. And most in particular, I want to talk about the positives of why you should still be considering buying right now as the market is changing. There's a few things that are changing that are really to the benefit of the buyer, and I want to talk about those things. Obviously, the real estate market has been extremely active, and unfortunately, in the last couple of years, a lot of buyers have had to buy properties well over full price, and a lot of times they weren't even able to get their first choice. They had to settle for their second choice and then pay well over full price. Well, those times are kind of shifting, which is good for you. So let's talk about a few benefits right now of what's going on in the real estate market and why it can be favorable for buyers. One of my favorite reasons why is right now you can actually buy the property of your dreams, buy the property that you want. When I say that, what I mean is a lot of times you would find a property that you wanted. You would go out there and set up a time with one of our agents to look at the property, and then all of a sudden, before you could even get there, it already had multiple offers and it sold. And there was nothing you could do about it. And over time, buyers ended up starting to settle. They got frustrated that they couldn't find what they wanted, so they settled. Maybe they wanted a house or a home with a backyard and a fence, and they had to settle for a home with no fence and an HOA that doesn't allow fences. Or maybe they wanted a two-car garage and had to settle for a one-car garage in order to just buy something. Well, those days are changing. That situation has changed. Right now, we're able to help our buyers get the property of their dreams. In other words, they look at what's on the market, they have their number one and number two choices, and we're able to help them negotiate a fair price and sometimes a reduced price on their number one choice. So the fact that there's a little bit more inventory on the market right now is giving buyers more choices. So I think that's number one. The second thing that we want to think about when it comes to benefits of buying right now is the price that you're paying. Now, just 6 months ago, you could be looking at a property, and I'm just going to use a number at $300,000 list price. And when you go look at it and you make an offer, you find out that there's multiple offers, and you're told that you have to now make your highest and best offer, and then tomorrow the seller's going to choose one. And guess which one they chose? They chose the one that offered $30,000 over full price or $25,000 over full price. So not only did you make an offer at full price, but you didn't even get the property when you were willing to pay full price because somebody outbidded you. So in the last 6 months and year, you were having to pay $20,000 more or more just to get a property. And in some cases, it wasn't even your first choice. Well, right now, we're able to negotiate much more aggressively in the favor of the buyers. And instead of that $300,000 property having to be purchased at $330,000, a lot of times we're getting it at $300,000 or even $290,000. In other words, we're getting it less than full price more often than not now compared to well over full price before. That could be a $30,000 swing in the price that you pay for a property. Now, a lot of people say, but Greg, the interest rates are a little bit higher. Yes, they are a little bit higher, but the difference in payment that you'll make by securing a property today is not going to be as much as the difference in the price that you're going to pay. So maybe you pay a few more $1,000s in interest, but you save $25,000 on the home because you no longer have to pay over full price. So economically or financially, there's benefits to moving forward at this time. The next thing that I would like to say is, on the note of interest rates, is that interest rates really did spike a few months ago. Right now, we're starting to see it settle down, come down a little bit. At some point, it was over 6%. Now, most people, it's very rare that you're seeing somebody to have to pay 6%. So who knows what it's going to be in a month or 2 months from now. It's too hard to predict what the feds are going to do. But I do know that right now, there's a window of opportunity to buy your number one choice at a fair price and a lower interest rate than just a little bit ago. Okay, so we'll keep our eyes on interest rate. The fourth thing that I actually would say and want to mention to you is if you're in the market for new construction, over the last couple of years, the builders have really unfortunately taken advantage of the market. And that's not to mean that it's bad. It's all supply and demand. But what I do mean is, in order for you to buy new construction, there's no chance that you were able to negotiate with a builder. The builder was sticking to their full price, and in many cases creating an auction that required that buyers pay well over full price. There were just no discounts. If you asked them for a refrigerator, they said no. You asked them for anything, they said no. But now, buyers are calling real estate agents and saying, what do we got to do to get your buyers over here? In other words, they're actually willing. We have negotiated on behalf of our buyers, we've negotiated less than full price on some sales recently. We've negotiated where they're throwing in some appliances, extra appliances, upgrades just to get the deal. So again, you get new construction, you get it at a less than full price, and sometimes you can even get some additional incentives like appliances or at least a refrigerator, when it comes to the purchase. So all of those things are benefits that we couldn't have done just 6 months ago, but it makes it good, a good environment to purchasing now. Now, some of you are already working with real estate agents in my company. Some of you are working directly with me, but I just want to urge you to reach out back to us and let us know how we can help you, and let us know when you might be available to start looking at properties again. In the meantime, just reach out to us, let us know what we can do. We'll talk soon.